Just this week, Wisconsin GOP lawmakers introduced a bill that could end a $300 weekly unemployment bonus.
Katrina Lim spoke with local legislators and a woman who used to be unemployed to learn what they think.
Sarah Sedahl works as a baker, barista, and cook at French Press in Eau Claire. But during the height of the pandemic, she was unemployed.
When the pandemic hit and we closed down indoor dining, we simply didn't have enough business to sustain a whole staff. So some of us had to get cut.
Sedahl was one of those laid off, but it ended up benefiting her and her family.
Since daycares were closed, schools were closed, I was able to do all of the homeschooling education while I was off, as well as just kind of maintain health things for my kids. We had dentist appointments, we had doctor's appointments, we had all sorts of things to do during that period.
On Tuesday, Republican lawmakers unveiled a bill that would end the $300 per week federal unemployment supplement. And Sedahl believes this would definitely hurt families.
For people who are currently depending on it because their jobs aren't able to bring them back, they do need that. It's not as much as people think it is.
Some local lawmakers believe the bill would help businesses looking to fill positions. Others disagree.
There's a number of issues. Maybe their job has changed during this past year now that they're asking them to come back. Maybe the job isn't even available that they had before. There's all sorts of factors involved here, and it isn't about $300 or that they're lazy.
We got to get people back to work. And what's one way that we can help with this is to stop incentivizing people that are more than capable. They have the ability, they have intent to be productive community members of society. Then let's get them back to work.
Some say wages should be raised to make it worth returning to work. But a co-owner of French Press says she already provides a living wage.
I have had postings out there for months and I don't get any people that apply. I feel like our wage is very competitive, even as competitive as the unemployment is right now.
That was Katrina Lim reporting. Governor Tony Evers could veto the bill if it passes through the GOP-controlled legislature.
Now this, as Wisconsin's unemployment rate stands at 3.9% in April. That's significantly lower than at this time last year. Last year at this time, the first full month that COVID-19 forced many closures of businesses, Wisconsin's unemployment rate was 14.1%, more than 4 times higher than the month before. The Wisconsin Department of Workforce Development reported the latest unemployment rate today. It remained below the national average of 6.1%.